have a good time. So. This song out here is another tune that means a great deal to me. You guys familiar with a man by the name of Chris Kyle?
Hell yeah! Yeah!
Chris Kyle wrote a book called American Sniper. There was a movie just made about him, one of the top grossing movies of all time that Clint Eastwood directed. And Chris was one of my best friends, and we did a lot of charity work together for veterans organizations. And Chris and I were sitting in a bar in Grand Junction, Colorado, and the bar owner thought because I was a musician and Chris was who he was, that we were a couple of loaded dudes, and really we're just a couple of average guys trying to pay our bills every month, and trying to sell us his bar. And we're like, well, how much you selling it for? He's like, man, for you guys about 800,000 to $1 million. And Chris and I are like, yeah, let us talk to our people, man. We'll get right back to you about that. So we started having fun with it. We're like, well, what are we going to name our new bar? And being a Marine and a SEAL, we were coming up with some pretty ridiculous names that probably wouldn't be too appropriate for saying out loud. Think of one was like the Dirty Catcher's Mitt, the Smelly Dugout. But then Chris got quiet. And he looked at me and he said, Valor. We should call this bar Valor to pay homage for everybody that's ever served our country in combat. Because no matter if you got a medal for it or not, we all fought with valor. And that rang in my heart, because Chris was the kind of guy, when you go into his house, he didn't have any of his medals hanging up. He didn't have anything that was anything that he won hanging up from the military. He had his Navy SEAL tridents and some paddles, but he had a little closet in his office with a bunch of shelves on it, and they were all labeled. And all of them, one of them said, like sunglasses, magazines, AR parts, pistols, all this stuff. And then in the very back corner of the closet, where you actually have to like walk through it and then go look around, there was a shelf, and the tag said medals. And he kept his medals and all of his decorations in the deepest, darkest part of his house. Because Chris was an extremely humble guy, and those medals didn't mean anything to him. He said, anything that I ever got, I hope the light shines off of me and down on everybody else that served. So we got back to Texas and we started writing this song, and we got through it, and it still wasn't finished yet when I got the phone call that he had been killed. And his wife Taya called me about 3 days later and asked me if I'd want to sing. And well, didn't ask me, pretty much told me that I was going to be singing at his funeral at Cowboy Stadium. And I said I can have this song finished. So this is the first time, that was the first time Chris ever got to hear it, was at his funeral finished. So every night we play this song, not only do we send it out to our military men and women, but we sent it out to our brother Chris Kyle. So this is called Valor. Forged in blood, baptized in fire, hearts of saints, courage of a lion. Some gave it all in the final hour. All died too young, but all fought with valor. Fight for country, fight for God, fight to honor heroes lost, brothers in arms will always be. I fought for you, you died for me. And let freedom ring, hear the angels sing, lift their voices and raise up. atop the highest tower that we all find out. And that freedom on the rain, hear these angels sing, with their voices raise up the highest tower. Thank y'all very much.